Everybody, let's get started. If everyone will please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. There's plenty of seating up front. For anyone. There's cookies. Come. I'm not bringing them back to you. If you want cookies, you have to come up here. So before we get started, I just told Gene I'm going to put them on the spot. They just got back from Panama, the cruise. Did I get it? Did I get anything? Did anyone bring me a little trinket or anything? Yeah. You're going to go back to... Okay, anyway. So, first thing, number one, Joe is gone. I think everybody knows that. Joe from the golf course. So, just putting it out there to let everybody know you won't see Joe's smiling face anymore or have to listen to him talk for a half an hour. Golf course is closed today, don't forget. Won't reopen until tomorrow morning. They're doing maintenance on the course. It'll open again tomorrow at normal time. First thing, so we have been doing a lot of homework on Hotwire, the company that is bidding on doing the bulk cable and bulk internet. And we will be holding question and answer meetings with Jason from Hotwire. We're going to put this out on 63. Probably on YouTube, and we're hopefully going to have your building reps let you know. But just to give you an idea, so the first meeting is going to be this Friday, the 25th, for buildings 1 through 10. We're going to do them in buildings of 10 so we can limit the amount of people in here. We're going to do 5 sessions. So the first one is this Friday, building 1 through 10 from 9 to 10:30. Building 11 through 20 will be 11 to 12:30. I see folks writing, so hang on. Okay, the first meeting will be this Friday, 9 to 10:30, and that's buildings 1 through 10. The second meeting will be this Friday from 11 to 12:30, and that'll be buildings 11 through 20. Wednesday, March 30th, 9 to 10:30 will be buildings 21 through 30. Same day, Wednesday, 11 to 12:30 will be 21 through 40. And then the last session will be 1 to 2:30, and that's building 41 to 51. So what this is going to be is a question and answer session with the representative from Hotwire. So any question you may have about Hotwire, cable, internet, bulk, how many boxes we get, what kind of service, etc., this is the time to ask it. This will most likely be put on the workshop meeting for the first meeting in April with the board of directors, and then most likely voted on in the April meeting, which would be the fourth Tuesday. If the board decides to go with this is something we have to get going on. We're limited on time. Our contract with Comcast expires in June of 2023. So come, ask your questions. Try to come on the day that your building is scheduled for, because we're going to be limited in seating. If everybody actually shows up and spouses, it could be over 100 people. So try to only come on the day that your building is scheduled. Any questions about Hotwire right now? Okay. The next one's going to be really hard for me because I have to admit I was incorrect. I couldn't get the word out. I had reported that some of the drains from Canner Highway actually drained into our ponds, and I was incorrect. There is a separate drainage system on Canner. Some of the drains from Palm City do drain into us, and some of the ponds, some of the drains from the shopping plaza do drain in to our ponds. At the last workshop meeting, or maybe the regular board meeting, it was told that I had contacted Brian Mast, which I did, put a plea in. It's considered stormwater. Is there any way we can get any help with this big infrastructure package? And what do you think the answer was? Are you kidding me? No? So we tried. Unfortunately, we don't fall under the category that we would get any funds from the government. Big surprise, but at least we tried. So we are still collecting your special assessment, which is due May 1st. Will be considered late if we get it by May 6th. Most people have already brought them in, so thank you. And we will be working to get Osiris out here as soon as we can. While we're on that kind of subject, roofs. So we had all those 19 roofs inspected that the Finance Committee recommended we do immediately. They were not scheduled to be done until 2024. The 18 out of the 19 roofs came in that they have at least a 1 to 3 year life expectancy, so that puts them right at 2024 when they were scheduled to be done. There was one roof that came in that they feel it was like a 1 to 2 life expectancy. I still feel we'll get more out of that, but we are working on getting bids for the roofs. Lee Gamble at the time asked me, why am I against the roofs? I said, Lee, I'm not against the roofs. If this guy says all 17 of them need to be done, we have the money. We're ready to do them. But why do them if they're not needed yet? So we are working on getting bids, prices, spec sheets drawn up, etc. Garbage boxes. So we are down to about 20 buildings that don't have the boxes, give or take. I have told Wes and Eli that that's all they're supposed to work on from now on. After they're done collecting garbage, they're going to be working on the boxes, and that's it. We're going to get all the boxes done as soon as we can. Art Lucky is still helping, volunteering, big help. Unfortunately, we did lose one of our best volunteers that is no longer helping out, Frank Swiderski. I know he was going for knee surgery. I'm not sure if that's the reasoning, but Frank is no longer helping out with the boxes. So we are going to get them done as soon as we can. We've got dirt, we've got rock. We'll start putting the boxes together. And again, anybody who wants to volunteer to help, you're more than welcome to help out.
We had an issue with the boxes Thursday. The ambulance came Thursday to pick up somebody upstairs with the stretcher. Could not get the stretcher up the stairs because of the box. The stretcher kept on hitting the box. So now they had to put them in one of those chairs to bring them down, and then put the stretcher out in the parking lot to put them on it. So there is an issue right there. They're too close to the walk. Building 50.
Well, they're all pretty much in the same spot, so.
So that's what I wanted to tell you.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Chris, on that fact, I know how to use the mic, please. On that fact, when I was out over there, this is going to affect all the buildings with the stretcher. The stretchers they're using now are almost just as wide as the catwalk itself. So them using the stair chair, I can see what they did, but there's going to be instances where they're going to have to get the stretcher up there. So,
Okay.
you know, I don't
So
know.
we might be moving your boxes.
You know, we're going to do that when I cut bushes down and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, and if there's already bushes there that were that height, the bushes would have been in the way also. So we'll look into this. If I have to, I will call, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but the fire department marshal that we deal with, I will give him a buzz and see if there's something we need to do. Okay, next, special assessment already done. Don't forget, we have a board meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. There are 2 things on the agenda. So if you're interested, please come by. And remember, that's a regular board meeting, so if you do want to talk, you have to put it in writing that you want to talk. In conjunction with that, it should be on 63. We have 2 openings on 2 of the committees. There is one for the planning committee and one for the finance committee. If you are interested, I believe that the chairman's name and phone number is on 63, so if you would like to volunteer for one of those committees, please do so. Lastly, and then we'll take questions on anything, is we are going to start sending out a new Monterey Yacht and Country Club emergency information form. We haven't done this in quite a while, and we realized recently when we've had to call somebody because of an emergency that we no longer had a good contact number. So every couple of years we send this out. It basically just says who you are, what unit you're in, and then gives 2 emergency contacts, what their relationship is to you, their phone number, etc. This goes in your, it's going to be put in a book so it's easy to find, but it'll also go inside your file. So I'm going to try to work with the building reps to hand deliver as many as we can before everybody goes home. Anybody we don't have, we'll email them to you, or it'll go in your next mailing. Whatever that next mailing happens to be, we won't spend the money and do a separate one, but we'll include it in one of the next mailings. Very important. Okay. I know there's going to be other things that are brought up that's going to lead into other things, so let's go ahead and start with the questions. Please wait for the mic to get there if you have a question. No questions. Wow. Tony, wait for the mic.
Wait for the mic. Recycle cans. There's been a lot of issues over by my building. People throwing a lot of styrofoam in there, styrofoam egg cartons, plastic bags. The other day, I just happened to go in and there was somebody's garbage in there. Yeah, not even tied. It was just dumped out in there. I keep hearing, when in doubt, throw it out. My proposal is, why don't we just get rid of these things since...
Well,
nobody
thanks for
really
that
wants to
proposal,
listen.
but we're not getting rid of it. Let's be realistic. That
Well-
saves us a lot of money. It happens at every building. It has been happening for years. It's going to continue happening. However, we are working on something that's going to go on every single recycling bin. They're going to be laminated and taped. And if you know who it was, I mean, you only have 2 buildings there. Any idea who it was? So it's your friends and neighbors that just don't like to, hey, the rule doesn't apply to me, it's for everyone else. That is the attitude lately in this place, especially when it comes to recycling. It's too hard to put that in the garbage. It's too hard to dump out the bag. I'm just going to put the whole bag in there. You know what? I don't know what to tell you. Anybody has a miracle cure, let us know. Linda, wait for the mic, please. And the reason why you have to wait for the mic, they can't hear you on 63 or YouTube without it. That's why I'm even stuck using a mic now.
I realized a lot is happening here. We had a water valve problem for our building, and I was wondering any news on that, and bushes were removed. Any information regarding this issue?
Okay, so somebody needed to have valves replaced in building 20, and when we went to shut off the 2 valves to shut the building down, they wouldn't shut the building down. A couple of weeks ago, we put it out on 63 that the entire complex was going to be shut down. It turned out we didn't have to because there was nothing wrong with the valves. What happened was we were back feeding a well between 2 buildings. Building 19 and building 20, we had hoses running to help this well out that has now since been replaced. So what happens is both hose spigots were open. The water was going from building 19 to building 20. It was backflowing, okay? That's why the water wouldn't shut down all the way. There's nothing wrong with your valves That's why we didn't have to shut down the entire place. I don't know what plants were removed. What did we take out? We took out a jatropha tree, which the dollars are paying to have a Christmas palm put in to match the one at the other end. And we took out a dead hibiscus that is scheduled to be replaced. Talk in the mic. Talk in the mic.
We've had a long, continuous bush in front of everybody's lower unit. 2 sections were removed.
When?
When they investigated to go down to see what the problem was.
Oh, you mean when we were doing
Yes.
looking for the repair?
So
Yes, those will be replaced. Yes.
All right, thank
yes,
you very much.
Yes. Yes. Because we took them out looking for the valve, those will be replaced. Where obviously we'll leave a spot open where the valve was. Yes. Maybe just think of something else. See, I knew it would. You've probably been seeing Eli and Wes going around on the sides of your buildings. We are raising up all the clean out drains for the sewer line. They've been buried for years. We had another emergency, couldn't find where it was. So I've got Eli and Wes going around to every single building. So you may see a 4-inch white pipe, maybe about that far out of the ground. That's how far it's going to stay. We may paint it so you don't see the white, but it's there. That's the sewer clean out for your building. So if you've ever got a big backup and we have to get in there, that's where we go and do our work from. So just so you guys know what that is. No more questions. Wait for the mic.
Hi, Chris. Are they going to be doing any trimming of trees?
Yes, trees are scheduled for trimming. I've just been waiting for Colton to get in here, and your tree is on the list.
Okay, because I know I talked to you about it,
Yep.
and nothing had happened, so I didn't know what happened.
No, that's, we're at the mercy of the contractors. Everybody's busy this time of year, but your tree is definitely on the list, there's no doubt.
Okay, thank you.
Wait for the mic. Peg's getting her steps in.
I forgot to put my Fitbit on.
When is the termite guy coming? I've had my name on the list for
The
several
termite
weeks.
guy comes once every 2 weeks, and if you just happen to call in like the day after he came, it'll be about 2 weeks before he gets to you. I believe
longer than
he
that.
comes every other Thursday, so it might be this Thursday.
Okay.
And I know you are on the list. I obviously see the list, so
Okay.
I know you are definitely on the
There's
list.
2 or 3 in,
Yes.
in a row on
Yeah.
my building. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any more about anything? Since you're going past him, let him go first. Let him go first since you're going past him.
Oh,
Ladies first, but instead of you having to walk back and forth.
Chris, the trees on end of building 15, that one tree has grown through the net there. I'm sure you know about it.
That is the very first one on his list.
Okay.
Kathy and I have spoke about that numerous times.
I wanted to ask a question, and this is probably related to you, Peg. I've had more meetings got changed to 6 o'clock. Is there a reason for that? On Mondays, once a month?
Was to accommodate our guest speakers.
Okay, but you're not accommodating us because a lot of us don't come because it's dinner time or whatever, so can we change it back to 7?
Well, we'll look at it for next year, whoever the guest is, if we can't get them.
Okay. All right, that's reasonable.
That's right.
One other question. Did your position on Mora get filled? Because Chris, I heard him say 2. I thought you had an opening. Oh, okay. He just didn't say it. That's why I was asking.
Yes, it's on Channel 63.
I don't care about the social committees.
No.
I'm only worried about the board committees. What the social committees do,
Yeah. But anybody that has an opening, we will put it on that page. You just let us know and we'll add it to it. Or if it gets filled, we'll take it off.
We have Fun Day tickets available. We have 6 left, so if anybody's interested, it's $10 for pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, and a dessert. And it's for Saturday at 4 o'clock.
And only 6 tickets. That's
That's it.
awesome.
I sold- yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Good job.
So if you want one, you better get it now.
Anything else at all? Come on, a lot of you are going home. You're not going to have a question to take me over to Kohl's. Nope. Oh, okay. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.